Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be sharing about a tweet that gets me thinking about the topic of wealth creation. Now this is just a sharing. I'm taking a short break to think of better topics for you guys. Feel free to comment down below after watching this video about your thoughts. I'd like to hear them. Okay, let's begin. I'll be reading this chain of tweets from Nathan Barry. He's the CEO of ConvertKit. He said, and I quote, "The ladders of wealth creation, a step-by-step roadmap to build wealth. It is a skill that you can get better at over time. I wouldn't expect to be able to sit down at a piano for the first time and play a concerto. The same is true for making money, and this is why most first companies fail. The ladders of wealth creation breaks an insanely complicated topic of building wealth into the components, parts, and skills to give you a roadmap of what to do first. Now let's take a look at this graphic and we'll break down each step. So in this graphic, we have the ladders of wealth creation. Each career starts at the bottom left and works right through each ladder over time. The higher you are in this ladder, the more you earn, but the more skill and experience you need to acquire. So ladder 1, we have time for money. In this ladder, you are taking salary working for a company. Most people get paid hourly working for a company. Ladder 2, we have your own service business. Let's say you run your own design agency. In this ladder, you build and manage a team to do service work for clients. You charge by the project and based on your work hours. Ladder 3, we have productized services. In this ladder, you find ways to build recurring services around your products, training employees to run your recurring services, building a sales team to pitch to clients. Once you are good at what you do, you can sell access to people to access to you, and you charge this access through consulting packages. When you become bigger, instead of charging hourly rates, you start charging through fixed scope of work for a fixed price. So for example, editing 4 videos a week for $1,000 per month. In ladder 4, you can continue scaling your business through marketplace and social networks, software as a service, subscription software launched with consulting services, physical products and commerce, products sold in an existing ecosystem, and digital products. Now let's talk about ladder 1, time for money. The first ladder is trading time for money, and this is how most people you know earn a living. It may start with an hourly job working for Starbucks, but then transition into a salaried position working at a company. The skills for success are simple but critical. It is about showing up consistently, being reliable, and eager to learn. Every job requires those 3 things. To climb the ladder to a salaried position, you need to specialize in certain skills. So for example, design, copywriting, legal, nursing, etc. So for number 2, when you start your own service business, you need to learn how to form a company, find clients, creating proposals, pricing services, hiring employee, establishing an online presence, accounting, finance and operations. There are so many things that seem easy now that were daunting to him at that time. This is also when many business owners expand beyond their ability and start to forget the lessons they should have mastered from the previous ladder. Most often, they stop being reliable and showing up consistently. Productized services mean taking a service, for example search engine consulting, and bundle it as a set offering at a fixed price, for example SEO site audit for $1,000. A designer moving from designing sites at $100 per hour to charging $2,000 for a 5-page site. An editor charging $250 per video instead of $50 per hour. Because the project scope and price are fixed, the provider will make more on some projects than others, but the profits will average out. The key lesson is that you gain real leverage through disconnecting time from sales and revenue. So on this ladder, we must learn or hire or outsource. We have to learn how to write sales copy that can make a sale without talking to the customer. Number 2, designing a sales page or hiring experts to do it for you. Number 3, processing online payments. And number 4, standardizing systems to deliver repeatable quality. Ladder 4, selling products. The goal of a productized service is to remove the manual work from making the sale. Selling products continues that trend by also removing the manual work from delivering the product. Examples include a new tripod for vloggers, a video course on new cooking techniques, an ebook on how to learn a new programming language, a software product for realtors. This ladder requires an entirely new set of skills you have to learn in order to sell products in bulk. So you have to learn how to build customer support at scale, learn how to gather customers at scale. You have to figure out your supply chain for your own physical product, and you also have to master things like fraud prevention. There's a huge range in the difficulty of products. Selling an ebook is much easier than launching a social network. The trick is to start with a lower rung on the product ladder and only move up as you have learned more skills. And that is the end of the tweet. So my closing thoughts. Just like my previous video, I think exchanging time for money is only step 1. We live in a capitalism world. And we go to school for 20 years, but there are no real lessons to teach you about how to run your company, how to find sales, how to hire, and so many more. Hence, this is the reason as to why I started this channel. My goal is to educate you guys on what I think is the right way for this wealth game. My views may evolve as I proceed, and I will continue sharing. If you want to do well in life, it is about learning skills that are in high demand, you build around that core skill, and you learn how to sell. There's no running away from learning, building, selling, and scaling. Interest rates are not expensive, so the goal is to learn how to spend on things that will generate ROI and you earn the arbitrage. So that is it for today. If you like what I've shared, do help me out by liking this video. Subscribing to my channel will be the best way to support me now. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.